So we were just talking about how if you hadn't found Conscious Girlfriend, you feel like your most likely future would have been another unconscious relationship, by which, what do you even mean by that, first of all, when you
Well,
say
what I mean,
unconscious?
Ruth, is that I've, been out for 30 years in this lifetime, and I've had 30 years of unconscious lesbian relationships where either I've ignored red flags or just, done dating all the wrong ways or been in relationships way too long. And when I knew like it was time to end them, and like that won't happen again. That won't happen again, but the reason it won't happen again is because I came and I found a conscious girlfriend, and I have received, like a training guide, like a map to be able to, live out in the world as a lesbian and be in relationships in a healthy, conscious way. And like that was not my predictable future. It was a whole other path. And so for me, it was like, I just got that like today. I've been in,
Oh,
in this, like a relationship, the best relationship of my life for the last year, after I found Conscious Girlfriend, and I've used it to really practice healthy relationship. And I got like that, this is going to be the rest of my life. It's amazing.
so that is amazing. And the thing that I'm thinking as I listen to you is I know you, Jen, to be incredibly growth oriented, motivated, passionate. You persevere, you're creative, you find solutions, you're resourceful. So I'm curious, like what is it that kept you doing the same unconscious things over and over again for 30 years? I mean, it's not just you, it's like most of us, right? But, and how did Conscious Girlfriend help you change that?
Well, good question. I mean, I feel like one, I had to hit rock bottom really, really hard. And I did, like in epic proportion, so much to the point where I was, needing to just basically hibernate and heal myself and be alone in all ways, And then to be able to come into this space, which is like a space of pausing and healing with Conscious Girlfriend, with you, and all of the content that's been created inside of this like really sacred container with these beautiful people who have been where you've been and understand, like how hard it has been for most of us to have lesbian relationships for so many reasons, some of which we could maybe control and others that we can't just because of the cultures and societies that we live in. But, really dedicating that time to myself is what made the difference, and having the space and all the wisdom and the compassion, right? Like being able to be also gentle and loving with myself in that process.
So it sounds like the formula is like hit rock bottom and then what? And you, like many other people, found Conscious Girlfriend in a rock bottom moment, and then that gave you a path forward.
Yeah.
And the other thing that you were just saying was you've had this beautiful relationship for over a year now, and you expect it to continue, but if for any reason it didn't, you have these tools and this knowledge now so that your future dating life will be forever changed. Like there is no going back. And so at least
So,
that's what I was hearing.
no, no, there's no going back. It's like reaching this higher frequency that now you'll be able to maintain that. It's like lesbian superpowers.
I love this. I love this. From rock bottom to lesbian superpower.
Something like
And
that.
oh my God, that's been my journey too. Well, I don't know if I'm at the lesbian superpower, but I mean, I think that that's like the fundamental heroic journey.
Yeah. And then not to say like there's not going to be hard times ahead, because there are. That's real, that's life. But like the choices that I will make are going to be, for my highest good and other people's, and in a way that's just so much more loving. Yeah.
So it seems like again, just about that journey from unconscious relationships to conscious relationships. It sounds like you have a roadmap, for lack of a better term, or you
Yeah.
have a context, you have a like there were mistakes you were making for 30 years, and despite your high degree of intelligence and diligence and motivation, like you couldn't see what you didn't see.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and then inside of the dialogues, right? Being in the Conscious Girlfriend Academy and being in the classes, really doing the homework, listening, and being able to get access to all of that and be in introspection and doing the work. It's like that was what made the difference. That's like the recipe. Like if you just stay inside of it and do the work, there's light at the end of this tunnel that so many of us have been down.
I love this.